Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing an update on my use it or lose it items for 2015. So if you watch my channel regularly, you may have seen this video back in, I think it might have been February that I did it. I did it a little bit late. I didn't do it right in January, but basically the whole idea of this use it or lose it is like I picked a bunch of products from my collection that I wanted to use up this year. So these are products that are either old and just need to be used up or thrown away, or they're products that I wanted to kind of get myself to use more, things that were almost gone, things like that. And so I gathered together all these products and I did a video and showed you guys which products I wanted to use up this year. So today I wanted to do an update, let you guys know what I've already used up. Some items you probably had seen already in my empties videos, but I wanted to kind of update you guys and show you where I'm at, and with the products that I haven't used up, I wanted to tell you or show you and talk to you guys about how it's going on using those items. So basically I wrote down all the items that I spoke about in my original use it or lose it video. And I'm going to go through each one in order of how I brought them up in my first video. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it below so you can watch that first and then come back and watch this video so that you can see the update on my progress for my use it or lose it for 2015. Okay, so I have this little box that I've been keeping all of my use it or lose it products in, and this is in my everyday makeup drawer. So I keep it there so that it's like in my line of sight every day when I'm doing my makeup, so that I can hopefully remember to use these items, because I do want to use these all up before the end of the year. Alright, so going in order, the first item that I talked about in my original video was the Victoria's Secret Enchanted Nights body spray. And I did actually already use up that body spray. And I also talked about the vanilla lace body spray from Victoria's Secret as well. So I did use both of those up. Those have already made it into empties videos and they are no longer in my collection. I also had another fragrance which was like a little mini Harvey Prince Hello fragrance, and I used that up as well. Then I had a Murad primer. I did not use it up, but I did actually throw it away. It was just very difficult to use, and I made myself keep using it. I used it for probably a whole week straight, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It was just too difficult to use, so I did end up throwing that away, and that was also in an empties video. Okay, then I had another primer. So this is the Victoria's Secret Pro Illuminating Primer. This I used today. I really, really like it. It's an illuminating primer, like it said. It has a very nice consistency. There is a little bit of an odor, a little bit of a smell, like a makeup-y kind of smell, but it's not overpowering, so it doesn't bother me too much. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but I put a little bit on my hand so you can kind of see. It has like an opalescent kind of finish to it. But it does look really beautiful under your makeup. It kind of has a pinkish sheen too, which it doesn't bother me too much. Once I apply my makeup over the top of it, you really can't see the primer itself, but it does give you kind of a glow, like a lit from within kind of glow. So I really have been liking this a lot. I've been using quite a bit of it. It's hard to tell, but because of the way it's settling in the jar, because I store it on its side, but you can see right here, there's a pretty good chunk on the side here that's gone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the whole thing before the end of the year, but I'm really, really going to try it, because it's probably 3/4 full right now. It's pretty full still, but I have been using this almost every day for the last couple weeks, so I'm trying to use it more. Okay, the next thing that I talked about was a Lorac foundation, which I did already use that up. That was in an empties video as well. And then I had this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Foundation. This is what it looks like. I absolutely used to love this. I used to wear this every single day, and I probably went through 3 or 4 of them, but I don't like it so much. The coverage is not that great on this foundation. I feel like it's very, very sheer. If you like a sheer foundation, you might like it. I used to like more sheer, but for some reason, I just really like full coverage now. So I use this when I do use this, I use it with a CC cream underneath to build up the coverage because I feel like on its own it doesn't give me the coverage I want. So I've been using this with the Dr. Brandt CC Glow, and when I use it with that, I like it okay. It's still not my favorite, but I like it enough that I can use it. So I'm trying to make myself use this more. Again, this one is pretty full. It's probably to about there. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it is still very full. So I definitely need to get on using this more often. Okay, the next thing that I talked about was my MAC Prep and Prime Concealer, and I did completely use that up. So that one is gone. The next thing was a Too Faced concealer. This is what it looks like right here. It's the Too Faced Absolutely Flawless Concealer. This I am actually not a fan of. The coverage on this is really sheer, and for a concealer you don't want sheer coverage. If you're wanting to conceal something, obviously you want it to cover it, and it doesn't at all. It doesn't cover anything. So I don't know. I'm really trying to make myself use it. That's a little swatch for you. Not that you can really tell much from a swatch on a concealer, but yeah, I mean, I just don't feel like it gives me the coverage that I need when I'm using a concealer. I tried using it for the under eye and I hated it for under eye, so I've been trying to use it for blemish concealing, and it's really not doing much there either. So I'm trying to make myself use it, but I don't know if I'm gonna get through this whole thing because I really don't like it. I have way better concealers, and so yeah, this one's a little tough for me, and it's pretty full still also. The next thing in my Use It or Lose It was the Starlooks powder. So this is, I don't even know what the name of it is. It doesn't say anywhere on here, but I got this in a Starbucks, and I think it's a setting powder or an illuminating powder. I'm really not sure, but I'm gonna try to show you guys. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but it is so glittery. So here's the little powder puff that came with it. And if you can see, there's a lot of product on here because it's been stored inside of there. It's so full of glitter. Not shimmer, but like chunky glitter. So let me swatch this on my hand. Maybe you'll be able to see. It is really difficult to use this powder because I really don't get the point of it. It's not illuminating enough to be a highlight on me, but it has this chunky glitter. Can you guys see it? Oh, I wish you could see the glitter. It's so glittery. So I really don't know what to do with this powder. I've been trying to get myself to use it, but again, I don't really know how to use it properly. I don't know, maybe for like a night out to like on my décolleté or something. I really don't know. I don't know what to do with this. If you guys have any ideas on how I should use this powder, I tried it for like an under eye setting powder. That's how I said in my original Use It or Lose It video that I was gonna use it up for an under eye setting powder because it reminded me at first of the HD under eye setting powder from e.l.f. But it didn't work for that. It doesn't work for an all over setting powder because it's way too glittery, and I don't like it as a highlight. So if you have any ideas on how I can use this powder up, because there's a lot still in here. I haven't been using it because I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could put it like over eyeshadow to make a matte shadow glittery, but I don't really know. Give me your ideas below because I need some help on that one. Okay, so this one I'm excited about. The next thing I have is this Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I'm not going to get into the whole thing again, but in my first video I explained I'm not sure if this is authentic or not, but I like it, so I'm going to use it up. It's a really good kind of a matte, it's a cool toned brown bronzer. That's a swatch right there. So this is really actually good for bronzing or for contouring. I also even like to use it as a transition color, but that's how much I have left. So when I first did this video, my first Use It or Lose It, I had hit pan and I did have quite a bit of pan showing, but as you can tell, there's only product on the outside of the pan now, and even the product that's on this outer rim of the pan is starting to get down. So there's really, I mean, I know I'm going to be able to use this by the end of the year, and I have been trying to use it more so that I can use it up, but I'm getting really close on this one. So then the next thing that I talked about were these CoverGirl pencils. I actually had two of them originally. These are the CoverGirl Brow Maker pencils, And I used to use these every single day for my brows. I have switched recently to the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I do still use these here and there, and I used one of them up all the way, and then I have just this much left of this one, so I am trying to work on getting rid of that. I like the Brow Wiz better because it doesn't pull my lashes, it doesn't pull my brows out, the hairs on my brows. I was starting to lose a lot of hair from this because it's a little bit, like it drags a little bit more. I still really like the shade and I really like the way that it works. It just is a little bit harsh and so it just kind of pulls out the brows. So that I wasn't a fan of. So I do want to use this up just to get it out of my collection, but I probably won't buy those anymore. So the next thing that I want to talk about is this e.l.f. Cream liner in black. This is my absolute favorite cream liner. I don't use cream liners as often anymore because they are a little bit hard to work with just because you have to clean your brush every single time and it's just an extra step. So it's just easier to use a liquid liner in like a pen form. But I do like this for like nights out and stuff because cream liner definitely has the most, you know, you can get the most bold look from cream liner. So I do really like cream liners now and then. It's going to be hard for you to tell how much is in here, but it probably only has like a quarter of the product left. So I still do need to get on using this because I don't want it to dry out, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good on this one. And then I also had an Elizabeth Mott liner, which was a liquid liner with the brush applicator. It was very glittery and I actually already threw that away because I didn't like the applicator on it and I didn't like the formula of it. So that one is gone. Then I have the Tantalizer Baked Bronzer from Lorac. This is what it looks like. This was not a full size. It was like a gift with purchase or something. Let me open it up so you can look at it. It's a domed product, so it's going to be hard for you guys to see how much is left, but I know it looks like I've hardly touched it, but it did used to be very, very high on the dome, and so I am using it up. I want to swatch this for you guys so you can see. It is like a beautiful copper color, so that's what it looks like. It's obviously way too coppery for me to use as a bronzer, so this reminds me so much of the Becca Blushed Copper Skin Perfector. I feel like it's almost an exact dupe. It's actually, yeah, really close. It's almost an exact dupe for that. So if you didn't get that, this was a limited edition. This Tantalizer Baked Bronzer from Lorac is really pretty much the same thing. So anyway, I can't really use this as a bronzer because of the shade. So what I've been using this for is a blush, which I am wearing it today. And then I also have been using it as an eyeshadow. It makes a gorgeous copper eyeshadow. So I am wearing it today also on my lid. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it at all. So I did use the MAC Fix Plus to wet my brush first before applying it so that I could get like a very pigmented application. And that is all over my lid. So I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see it on camera, but that is how I've been wearing it. And I really like it as an eyeshadow. It makes a beautiful, beautiful shadow. I'll show you guys the swatch one more time. So that's the Tantalizer right there. It's really beautiful. So anyway, I do think I can get through this, especially since I've been using it as a blush. I'll use it pretty quickly that way. But yeah, I'm trying to get multiple types of use out of this, using it on my eyes and my cheeks and everything. So, and then I also have the other thing that I'm wearing on my eye today is this MAC pigment. Now this came in a little gift set for a Christmas set, so that's why it's a smaller one. This is the MAC pigment in chocolate, I think. Chocolate brown is the name of it. This is what I am wearing on the outer corner of my lid to kind of deepen things up. So I kind of pulled that into the crease as well. So that's what is on my eye. I just have those two products on my eye today, these two. One more eyeshadow to talk about. This is the Lorac single shadow in the color Enlighten. Now, this is going to be hard for me to hold up for you guys. Mine is completely shattered now. It is almost gone, but what was left shattered in the pan. I'm not going to repress it because I can still use it how it is. I just keep the lid on it nice and tight. But this is a great highlight. I like to use this as a brow bone highlight or an inner corner highlight. And it's just like a really nice creamy, like a shimmery creamy color. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I put it right there. But it's very, very natural and I really, really like it. So I definitely know that I can get through that product this year as well. Next I have some shadows. So first I have these two cream shadows, shadow sets from Maybelline. And this one is Pedal to the Metal and this one is Purple Possibilities. So to be very honest, I haven't used these one time since I started this Use It or Lose It. I don't know if I will. I really don't. I think I did actually use it one time. The problem with these, I really like their pigmentation and they're very, very creamy, but the problem is they crease really, really bad. So I think they're good for just wearing on the lid, but if you wanted to use it as like a base for another shadow, it doesn't work that way, which was what I originally thought I would use these for when I bought these, and I just don't like them for that. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to get through these, but I haven't been using them, so I do need to step it up a little bit and try to use them more. And then I also have this one here from Revlon, which is another cream shadow kit, and this one is in Copper Canyon. So as you can see, this whitish color right here is nearly gone. Again, I have hardly used this since I got it, or since I put it in this Use It or Lose It. So I do need to get working on these cream shadows. The next thing I talked about was the Stila palette. So this is the Stila Pro Artist #1 palette. I had used quite a bit of this before I even put it in my Use It or Lose It. As you can see, the color Kitten is totally gone, and then I've hit pan on 3 of the other shadows. So I've used this several times since I put it in the Use It or Lose It. I really don't like the formulation on these right now. It might just be because these shadows are really old, and it's definitely time to throw these away. So by the end of the year, whatever is left in this is gonna go in the garbage because it's getting old, but I am trying to still make myself use it a little bit because the colors are really gorgeous, but yeah, I still have a ways to go on this particular palette. And then speaking of eyeshadow palettes, this one is the Kevyn Aucoin palette #6. This is another one that I've had in my collection for a while, so I do need to get through it. This color is totally gone. It's shattered, so I just removed what was left of the powder, and I just have these 4 colors to work with. This color is really beautiful. I wore this on my lid the other day. I really liked the way that it looked. It's like a really nice kind of a turquoise blue, but it's really pretty. The shadows are very blendable, and I really do like them. It's just the colors, like you can't just pull this out and create a whole look out of just this palette. So I have to reach for another palette or some single shadows to kind of fill in the blanks, and it just is a little bit more work than I want to do. So that's the only reason I haven't been using this more, but I do need to get through that one as well. This is gonna look like I haven't used any of it. So the next thing is from Lush. This is the Bubblegum Lip Scrub. This is so full still, but the problem is you only need the tiniest bit of this when you use it. So even though I've been using it a lot, probably 3 or 4 times a week, it still looks like I haven't used any. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna get through this whole thing because it's a lot of product considering how much you need. So I'm working on it, but it doesn't look like it. So this is one that's gonna be tough to get through by the end of the year. Next, I have some lip products to talk about. The first one is a L'Oreal lipstick in Pucker Up Pink. That one has already made it to the garbage. I didn't quite use it up, but I just decided that it was too old and I didn't like it anymore, so I got rid of it. And then the next thing is this lipstick from Revlon. It's the Revlon Lip Butter in Peach Parfait. This is nearly gone. So this is rolled up all the way. And as you can see, there is barely any product left in here. I have been carrying this in my purse so that I remember to use it anytime I'm like out on the go and I want to reapply. I grab for this because I'm trying to use it up. It's just a very, it's a very nice kind of sheer peachy color. That's it right there. It's got some glitter in it, but it is still really beautiful, especially for the spring and summer. So I'm trying to use it up before the summer ends because I know I won't wear this in the fall at all. So that I'm trying to use up, and I'm almost there. And the last thing is this Mally lip gloss. And I am wearing this one today as well. This is in the color Starburst. It's just a very nice kind of peachy nude color. I like the formula on these. They're very long wearing and they're very comfortable on the lips. That's it right there. It's very nude, kind of peach color. So I usually will apply it when I have like a nude lipstick on like today, just to add a little bit of glossiness. So that is all that I talked about in my original Use It or Lose It. When I did my eyeliner purge, I did add one more item, so I do want to include that. This is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Eye Kohl in, what's the name of the color? Branded Raisin, and this is so beautiful, and I have been using this a lot. Anytime I do kind of a brown or purple smoky eye, I will use this because it's got kind of a brownish purple look to it, but it is so beautiful on the lower lash line. I love this. But this is a really large pencil, so I don't know if I'm gonna get through this whole thing. Even if I use it a ton this year, I don't know if I'll be able to get through this whole pencil before the end of the year, but I'm going to try. Alright, so that is an update on where I'm at with my Use It or Lose It items for 2015. As you can see, I'm about halfway through the products that I had chose to do, so I'm pretty excited about where I am, and we're only in the month of July, so I feel like I have a good amount of time to get through what I have left. I don't know if I'll be able to use up all these products, but I am going to try my hardest to get through as many of those as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it so I know to do more videos like this one. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching this whole thing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!